You don't need too much black pepper if you're going to go all out with that jalapeno. But all right, this is what we're going to do. Then we're going to wash up, check on our rice, see what else is going on. We can't get these onto the grill until the skewers are off. But let me show you how to do one of these real quick. You're just going to take these ingredients. Doesn't matter which order that you do it in. How about we start with some garlic and some ginger. We're just going to stuff these into the chicken breasts. Then some jalapenos. It's a little or as much as you'd like. This is kind of an easy dish to make for a bunch of picky people, because everybody could tell you what they do and don't like in there. So if somebody likes ginger but not jalapeno, you can feel free to work it to how they desire. So just keep stuffing away here. Alright, now let's get all this nasty chicken stuff out of the way. Let's clean up a little bit. We'll check back on our skewers and we'll get this chicken on the grill. So we got all cleaned up from the chicken. We cleaned up our knife. We got a new topper for our cutting board here. And our vegetable skewers are ready to be taken off the grill. So that means we're about ready to put the chicken on. And see how we salt and peppered the vegetables while they were on the grill. We've got a little bit of residual there. And that's just going to help season our chicken even better. So here's our skewers. We'll go ahead and set these aside for now. And time for these guys. Now I like to do these first with the cut side, the stuffed side, down. That'll kind of like sear it in there so there's less chance of it all falling out. And also we haven't seasoned the other side yet. So while these are face down, we'll go ahead and season the bottom. And these aren't too thick of chicken breasts. I would say we're probably going to have to cook these for, I don't know, maybe about 6 or 7 minutes on each side. We'll come back and check on them. Alright, remember, you don't want to move these until they've seared on the bottom. When they come up easily off the pan, they're ready to go. But if you take them off too early, they will tear. So, let's hit these with a little bit more salt and some freshly ground black pepper. You know why I like to use freshly ground black pepper? Because it's just so much more fresh tasting that way. You just get a much better flavor from the pepper, actually. Because if you think about it, you're just now, you know, taking the shell off the peppercorn when you crack it. So all of those essential oils that really help to season stuff are not gone. So I just go ahead and crack it into a bowl and can use it at my leisure. So why don't we just hit these with just a little zap of olive oil each. Just a couple of drops, nothing too much. But that way when we flip them, they have something to kind of lubricate them on the grill. And we're going to go ahead and roll out a lime here. And you want to roll the lime to kind of get all the juices flowing in there. But we're going to use half now and half on the other side. So we'll just give it a nice little squeeze here. Alright, so let's do the rest of the preparation for our rice. It's ready. It's staying hot. We've got the lid on the pot. We haven't even touched it. So I love that instant rice. So now what we're going to do is just cut some cilantro here. We only need, you know, a small handful, maybe 1/4 of a cup. And we're going to go ahead and chop this up so we can drop it in the rice. Just, you know, you don't have to be totally right on with this, but if you see a bunch of big stems, go ahead and pull those out. They actually still have a lot of flavor, but they just kind of, they're kind of fibrous, almost like celery. You know how you can never get those strings out of your teeth? That's kind of what the stringy nature of the cilantro stem reminds me of. So anyway, just kind of ball it up and run your knife through it. Got a lot of fresh herb action going on in this dinner. We've got the fresh basil in the chicken, and with the ginger and the jalapeno, that's almost sort of like a Thai sort of chicken. Maybe if we had put some kind of a sauce on there to kind of solidify it as a Thai meal, we could call it that. But the cilantro lime rice kind of reminds me of like a Latin meal, something you would find when you go to eat at a restaurant like Cozumel or something like that, a Mexican food. So we're kind of doing a little East meets West kind of thing here. All right, so our cilantro is good to go. We're going to reserve the other half of that lime to do our chicken in. And remember, we're just going to roll this lime out like we did the last one to get the juices going. Give it a little cut. And we're going to use both halves of this in the rice. So why don't we just take this cutting board with us over here to the pot. And we're going to take the lid off and give the rice a good stir. Go ahead and add in your cilantro and your lime juice. All right. There you have it. I suppose if you want, you could put a little bit more salt in here, or maybe some black pepper, but I find this is good just the way it is. Got a nice, light, healthy rice here. This is actually a pretty healthy dinner if you think about it. We're doing everything on the grill. We're not using any butter. Nothing too fatty. We've got all those nice, beautiful, different colors of vegetables on those skewers. I heard that vegetables of each different color have all of their own vitamins and nutrients and antioxidants and stuff like that. So it's good to eat a really colorful plate, and that's why I try to put so much different color on the skewer. So it's time to flip the chicken. So let's make sure we're good to go there. But our rice is done, our skewers are done, so we're almost ready to eat. So let's check these babies out. Looking for those grill marks, guys. Let's see if we got them. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. All right. And I told you we'd lose a little bit on the pan, but it's no big deal. See, we've still got plenty of good stuff going on inside that chicken. Let's let those hang out for another couple minutes, and we'll come back and eat. Well, our chicken's been cooking for about 15 minutes. We flipped it once. Now we're going to go ahead and take it off the grill, hit it with a little bit more lime juice, and we are all set. So we got those perfect caramelization grill marks on both sides. These look delicious. I've got some hungry friends waiting outside who can't wait to devour this. This is just kind of a fun way to present it. Very colorful. Just get everything up on one plate. And let's just hit these chicken breasts with a little bit more lime juice. We'll go ahead and hit the rice too, just a little bit. Just to give that nice fresh kick. I'm Danielle Gilbert. Thank you so much for joining me here today on ecountrylifestyle.com to learn how to make my ginger, jalapeno, and basil stuffed chicken breasts. We also made some very colorful, very delicious grilled vegetable skewers with zucchini, squash, bell pepper, onion, and tomatoes. And we have a very fresh, very light cilantro lime rice to complement all that. Thanks for watching. Have a delicious day. See you next time.